everyone, this is Miss Renee from the Dr. Martin T. Feldman Children's Room at the Leominster Public Library. Glad to be part of your April school vacation. And today we are going to do two crafts. We are going to learn how to do a folded paper boat like this, and a folded, like this, and a folded paper boat like this one here. And then we will see if they both float, because they're both supposed to be able to float in water. So we are going to start with this boat here. And the nice thing about this boat is that you use a regular rectangular sheet of paper, and it's fun if you decorate it before you start folding your paper. And what I learned when I was practicing this is that it's what's around the edges and into the middle a little bit that you're going to see. If you draw things in this part of your paper, they really won't show up on your boat. But you could decorate the edges, and as you can see here, I was just drawing anything that came into my mind. I have a tree, and you can use crayons, or you can use colored pencils for this, or markers, or anything at all. And you could just make a sun, anything that you think of that you would like. You could make your initials. Maybe I'll make my initials here. And just fill it in, and then also you might want to fill in this part too. I'm just going to make some designs on my paper. You can take your time with this and decorate your paper any way you like for your boat, which is kind of a fun part, I think, of all this. You can put some dots in there, anything like that. And then once you have decorated your paper the way you would like, we're going to start to fold it. And I will show you how to do this. Your design will go on the inside. So actually, while you're folding it, you won't really see your design at all. We're going to fold the paper, start like this, in half, and then you're going to fold it again. And if I'm going a little fast, don't worry, you can go back and watch this video again. I had to watch the videos several times to get down how to do this. So now we're going to fold right into the line. The line is what guides you here. Try to make your folds as straight as possible, and push down real hard on the folds too. Now you're going to flip up. Here we go. And this is when you start to see a little bit of your design. Flip this over. It looks almost like a hat at this point. Try to get it straight. Now from here, you're going to open up your hat, and you just want these pieces to fold down. Flip it over. It's going to be as close to a square as you can make it at this time. All right. Now from here, we're going to make another fold. We're going to fold up, crease it, turn it over, and fold up again. You'll notice it keeps getting smaller. And we are going to open up this fold. Press it down. And here comes the place where we open up to see our boat. We pull this piece and this piece. And you want to just do a few extra folds to give your boat a little bit of stability. So when you put it in water, it will float a little better. So we're just going to fold that side up a little. And now you notice that you can see your design, which is neat. There's nothing in the middle. So if you want to, you can take some crayons or markers and just color this section of your boat in. It's like the sail part. You might want to add a little color or decoration there. And remember, you can just decorate this any way you like. There is no right way to do it or wrong way to do it. Except I think if you use markers, they might run a little bit when you put it in the water. We'll do one more color here. And this boat will be done. We will set it aside and work on our second boat, and then we'll try to float them both in the water. All right, so this boat is done, and now we will turn to our second kind of boat, which looks like this, or like this. I put my little frog here, or this is just a plain paper one. This is a little bit more of the origami folding. You can use a square piece of paper like this, if you have one, but you can also just use a regular rectangular piece of paper. And you can still decorate it too, like we did the other. If you have a rectangular piece of paper though, we need to make it a square. This is where your ruler will come in. You want to measure your paper to see how long it is on the short side. And mine is 8.5 inches. And that's, I think, the size of most pieces of paper. So now we'll measure the long way. When we get to 8.5 inches, we're going to make a mark with our ruler. Now, I don't trust myself to do a straight line at all. I need to go over to this part of the paper, and I need to mark off 8.5 inches again. Because now what I can do with my ruler is connect my lines. My 3rd grade teacher made us learn how to do this on all of our papers in school, and I'm actually very thankful to her, because even now I still use that. So now we're going to cut our paper and we will have a square. So just cut right on the line. And now this is not a hard boat to fold either. We are going to start by folding our paper in half. As close to perfect as we can get. Open it up. And now we're going to fold each side in to that middle fold. I always use that to guide us. And you know what's great? If it's not quite perfect, it's okay. You can refold it, try again, and it probably will still make an excellent fold. Okay, so now we are going to turn the whole thing over and fold it together. So we have this different layers. Now, we're only going to open one flap. So on one side we have one flap, on the other side we have a couple of flaps. And we're going to use our center line again to fold a corner down right to the line. On this side we're doing all those pieces. We're not leaving any behind. On this side we just have the one. Now we go to the bottom. We're going to do the same thing. We fold the corners up. This one up. So this is the shape we're looking for. And we fold it together. And this is kind of, I don't know, kind of amazing, because all of a sudden you begin to open it and it begins to look like a boat. I thought that was kind of cool. So now we're going to do a little more work to get it some folds. We're going to fold this part right in. And it almost tells you exactly where the fold should be. You just kind of follow the point. It's going to make this shape with 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 sides, like a hexagon. Now, to give it a little more stability, you're going to make just a little fold at either end. These don't have to be perfect. Just a little fold. And now, open things up, and we need to add another fold just to make your boat a little more stable. And here we are. We have our second boat. Now we have to take our boats and see if they actually float. We have our bucket of water here, our bowl of water. And, okay, we'll take this one. We'll try this one first. There it is in the water, and we'll see if little froggy floats. So you know the boat won't last forever because it is paper, but I think it's still pretty neat that it floats. You could make a whole bunch of these. You could have a race with them. You could fill a bathtub or a little pool outside. So that one works. Now let's try our second boat. This one might not be quite as stable, but we'll give it a try. And that one floats too. I don't know if Mr. Frog would actually work in this boat, but we can give him a try. Oh, he does. So there we are. We have made 2 boats that float. And I thought that might be a fun craft for you to try over this school vacation week. Use your imagination, and we thank you so much for joining us. Have a good day. Bye-bye.